Hope you're all having a happy new year. Actually, we just got home from a trip to the upstate to see friends. We did quite a bit of antiquing, trying to just make the most of the days prior to New Year's Day. This is actually New Year's Day when I'm taping it. Just got home. I didn't want to kind of let the fire die down. I wanted to stoke the coals a little bit as far as the pickups that I got this weekend, and just around the holiday, and just also thank you guys for the excitement around the channel and people giving me shout outs and messages. It's much appreciated. Thank y'all so much. I'm excited about what this year holds. I've got a lot of projects on the way as far as leathercraft, rehandling some knives. I've got some knife repairs to do. I'm trying to become more tech savvy as far as recording this. I finally got a little bit different stand here for my camera. And so hopefully I'll be able to do it in a way where you guys will enjoy it, be able to see everything. And again, I've learned so much from so many other channels that record and present material all the time that I digest daily, and I'm so thankful for. Anyway, I don't want to make this episode really long. I want to show you these knives, and I'll show you a little bit around the antique stores that I went into, and I tried to get some footage of that, and we'll just dig into these knives. I don't know all the details on all these knives yet. I do research tang stamps and kind of try to get a little history about them. Though, like I say, these are still fresh, so I haven't got to research them and really dig into them and find out what they are and all about all the makers. But anyway, I hope you enjoy it. Happy New Year, and I'm glad you're here.
Now I'm cold. I don't know why. All that turkey casserole, these are like, a lot of these is like all like that and shut on it. You want the ones that like that. I do have some. Look at this butter churn. I do have some.
That's kind of like Star Wars, but it's not.
Awesome space.
Yeah.
You gonna get some comic books?
I'm just looking, probably. If I see a really cool one. Like, all I have at home is a Spider-Man and a Superman comic. There we go. It's a Chewbacca. What year is it though? That's the thing.
I think all these old lures are cool. Here's the old Colonial camp knife. An electrician's knife has a really neat veil on it. And I can't tell what that is in the back here, but Looks like something from Pakistan. Such cool rod and reels. Little Mountain Antique Mall. Little Mountain, South Carolina. Tell you what I bought later. These are the knives from the knife haul from upstate South Carolina this weekend. We went to several different antique stores, and I got to pick up a lot of great deals. I unfortunately ran out of money before I ran out of knives, but that always happens when I go up that way. For some reason, there's a lot more knives available in the upstate than there is. I find the closer that I get to the mountains, I find that there are more great deals on knives and more opportunity to make some great purchases, and people tend to be a little more easygoing with the prices. And right off, I didn't do a lot of haggling on any of these. I on just a few dollars here and there, but not much, because they were pretty spot on. And you know, I was stoked. So anyway, here they are. I'm gonna go ahead and start with this big boy here. It's a Western from Boulder, Colorado. I paid $30 for this. It did not have a sheath, but the gentleman kindly offered to find a sheath in the back, and he is a knife maker in Clinton, South Carolina. His knives are actually great priced, and I'm looking at getting one next time. I've been to his shop a couple times, and he always gives me great deals. He always remembers me, and it's always a pleasure doing business with him. Just a really nice guy. Anyway, this I got, it caught my eye right away. It was a Boy Scouts of America. Let me turn this so you can see that tang stamp. I don't know the year of this knife. Leather stacked handles. Nice patina. Not. It's got some use and some pitting, but it's not bad. It's not bad. It was cared for over the years. Like I say, this guy was a knife maker. I don't know whether this came out of his personal collection or not, but I was really happy to get it. I paid 30 bucks for it with the sheath. There's the tang stamp there. Some of these guys that are more well versed on Western knives might be able to spot this one right away. And also the model number of this knife. Beautiful knife. Again, I was really happy to get it. Here's the sheath. I think this is some of his leather work. I kind of like the rustic quality of the sheath. His knives, he does a lot of the file knives made out of files, and a lot of nice stag and horn. I dig it together. I think it's a great knife, and I think I got a great price. And again, I was stoked to get it. This next knife here is a Victorinox Adventurer. I saw this one last time. It's got some wear. It's got some dings. It needs some cleaning up. There's a little road rash thing going on there. Again, I got this thing so cheap. I really didn't care. Again, that'll just give me all more reason to use it and not just look at it. Everything was here, the toothpick, the tweezers. Of course, I'm gonna give it a bath before I use anything on it. But great knife. Originally, I wondered if this was the original blade shape. And then I saw one of these at the Ellaville Knife Show. Actually, I just looked one of these up too, and I think this is pretty close to what it looked like when it originally came out. This one does have a patent number, or a patent pending rather. It's a lock blade. It's got the Phillips head screwdriver. Again, here's the lock here. Oh, it's a duh moment. Forgive me, I'm trying to do it here on camera with the camera in the way. It's got flat tip screwdriver and bottle opener. Package opener on this end. This is not terribly old. But again, I paid 10 bucks for it. But if you see the other knives I got, I didn't complain. This does have some texture to the handle, which actually, looking at it now, that texture is part of the scales there. It'll just be a user for me. Again, I thought it was a great deal for $10. I got this Tinker. I could never pass these up. I paid 8 bucks for this. That black stuff will actually come off. As you see, I'm kind of scraping it off there. So this knife is going to clean up nice. It's got the older can opener on it. I noticed, let me get it to focus here. It's got the older can opener. Sorry for the camera shake. Some of you guys can tell me what year that's associated with. But that kind of caught my eye. Here's the blade. Sulzer. There's the Tang stamp. I haven't had a chance to look this one up yet, but you see that blade is full. No heavy scratching, just a bit of cleaning up. A lot of that's just smudges and things on it. It's got all the normal Swiss Army stuff on it. Wire stripper, flat tip screwdriver, bottle opener, little box cutter. See that patent right there? So I don't know if this makes this one an older one or not. I'm gonna look it up. Again, I was stoked to get it. Oh, let's not forget the small blade here. There's a small blade, got a little bit of a clip there. Again, I'll clean it up, add it to my collection. It'll be a user. Next knife I got here, I'm gonna go ahead and show it. I don't think this was the order I had them in, but here we go, this Barlo. And I did a fantastic short on this one today. I caught this one in a pawn shop, I think right out of Simpsonville. I'm really not sure of the area. I wasn't the one driving. My friend Chris was. I saw this in the pawn shop. I went there last time, and I got a nice old timer that I showed on the channel and another short in the box. I got this one for $12. It's a Providence Cutco. Not sure the year, but again, great price. A little rounding on that tip, but that's okay. I love that orange. Nice and tight on the back springs. Of course, this is clamshell. That's no problem there for me though. Just some light wear on that pin blade. Whatever, it kind of looks kind of Warncliffish, but it, you know, it's kind of weak on the tip, but I dig it. This sheep's foot just really caught my eye. That's what I liked about it. There we go. It's a really good show with that. The next one here, I got simply just because it had an Indian on it. I saw this knife last time. It's a Chippewa. It was probably put out by Smoky Mountain Knife Works. I think it is Frost though. Yeah, it is a Frost knife. Let me get my eyes to focus here. Here's that Tang stamp. We can get it to focus. There it goes. I apologize. Check that out. Got a Chief Indian on it. You know, Jim from Barlo Brigade was wanting to know if I had any Native American in me, because I feature a lot of Native American images in my videos and in the backgrounds. And I've always loved cowboys and Indians. Really had a special place in my heart for the Indian stuff, the Indian side of the dispute. But I thank the Lord we are in America today though. So I'm glad we're here. But it's just more, I like the 50s toys, and they're a little bit politically incorrect, but I dig them. To me, seeing an Indian chief as a sign of strength. It's just an independent, enduring image to me. I appreciate it. I do appreciate people with Native American background, and I do show respect there. But I don't know. I just always dug that image of the Indian chief. So I had to have this knife. I paid $10 for it. Yes, it's made in China. It's a Chippewa. I do like it though. I actually do like. The more I look at these bone covers, I'm digging them more and more. So I'm definitely going to carry it, put it in my collection, clean it up. And I saw this last time. I guess everybody else passed on it, but I'm glad to have it now. This is a knife. This is an anvil. Let me see if I can get the whole thing in here. It's an anvil. It's by Colonial. They made these from the 1970s to the 1990s. Not too bad of crowding on the blades there. My first one I found of these was actually at the Ellaville Knife Show. Actually, I changed that. I got my first one of these in upstate South Carolina. Anyway, I did that trip just before I went to the Ellaville Knife Show, so I'm a little foggy at what knives I got where. But this is a cool knife. Really cool clip point. These are made by Colonial. Very solid, very sturdy knives. I paid a whopping $3 for this knife. So I was very happy to get it. Again, they made these from the 1970s to the 1990s. I would guess this is like late 70s, maybe 80s, just by the look of it. I am going to do some more research on this. There's a little, can't get that to focus there. That's the patent number. But anyway, stoked to get that one. Can't wait to clean it up. And I'll get better at these focusing issues that I'm having here. Here's a hammer knife. I won't draw this one out. These are 30s, 40s. I'd say just probably 40s era. I cannot tell a thing about this tang stamp on this one. I'm gonna have to clean this one up. Of course, that little stuff they put over it, it's peeling off, but that's okay. I'm gonna clean it up and polish the whole knife out. The blades are full. This one's a little bit of a nail puller. Again, needs a lot of cleanup, but that's why I do this. I enjoy cleaning up knives. So I got some projects. Again, this one was $3 as well. And I got two more. This one's last but not least. I found this one, my same little honey hole there, again in Clinton, South Carolina. This was a Craftsman. There's a tang stamp. Etching on the blade. That blade's still nice and full. I don't know the story behind this knife, but it looked like it lived in a toolbox. It's got some pitting on the saw there. It's been cleaned up a little bit, but not by me. Love that rosewood and brass. That's very 70s looking. In the 70s, people love some brass. This may be 80s, but you get a guitar that was modded in the 70s. It's going to have brass on it. Very heavy knife. Again, these blades are a little bit of a nail puller. Trying not to rip my thumbnail off. Flat tip screwdriver, bottle opener. Let's see, one more blade here. See, that blade looks like it's never been used. I'm pretty sure this thing lived in somebody's toolbox. therefore the rust and the pitting. Those back springs, and man, this is just a sturdy, overbuilt knife, typical of American workmanship back then. Not saying that things are worse now, but I like the build quality, kind of the overbuilt quality of things from that time period. Great looking knife. I was glad to get it. I paid a whopping $10 for this knife. So again, I was very stoked. But that is my knife haul for this weekend. Oh, last but not least, this is a project knife. It's from my buddy Chris. It is a novelty knife. It's got a broken tip. It's by Syracuse. Let me see here. I wrote it down. It was Syracuse Knife Company. Anyway, Empire State Building. Him and I have both been to New York several times. He saw this. I passed it up. They wanted $5 for it. I'm going to post the antique store that we got most of these knives from, and actually put some footage of us looking around in there. Anyway, I'm going to fix the tip on this. I'm going to come from bottom up, meet that swedge at the top. It's still got a lot of blade on it, so I'm really not worried about it. And you know, when I hear on the close here, see, that's going to be well below, so there's going to be no problems there. This is going to be a great knife when it's done. There's that pin blade. So I think he got a good score. Again, a novelty knife. Anybody saw my short this week at the Coca-Cola Novelty Knives? I really like them. I always have a lot of fun in the upstate. There's so many good stores and antique stores and thrift stores to look around up there, and the people tend to be really kind with the prices. Again, not too much haggling. So I was stoked to spend the new year with friends and just get some time in with my family and get to do some knife hunting. I hope you're having a good start to your year, and I look forward to doing some cleanup videos to these knives here very soon. And I thank you for watching and supporting the channel. I hope you have a good day, good evening, good night, and thank you, and God bless.